Hello, this is Gerald Overmars. Sometimes when you investigate a word, like carpet, for instance, is such a word, you expect also that when the theory, like I say, it should do, should actually represent the thing itself completely as it is, how we orientate ourselves upon it, what kind of movements are involved, what kind of localization are involved, what kind of definition is actually uh, telling us something, that how we have to behave to that thing. We also expect a certain thing to be in a certain form as we expect it to be. I have explained many times before that every letter has a certain position, either in as a localization in space, or as a direction with a timing, or as a sort of formula in which we have to adapt actually towards where it fits best. And that these are all related to certain letters, how we recognize these letters, how we automatically goes to these positions, and how we can build up these building blocks that are the words with letters. So carpet, what do I expect? I expect actually a flat thing on the earth, but how is it actually related with? If I look into the dimensions, how we have to design it, as the theory says, in a mathematical sense, because it also has a mathematical element in it. The first three rows of complexity are related with 1, 2, or 3 points of orientation, but also 1, 2, or 3 dimensions. So when we focus upon a word with the letter C, we start from that three-dimensional view at a distance. So we look into that three-dimensional world, actually, or word, while it is a flat thing, which seems to be a contradiction. So when I, for instance, already designed C with A combined, I have my focus from a certain three-dimensional vision towards actually something which is one-dimensional, which is the A. So I have the C looking from 3 points towards 1 point, and with the continuation. So of course I can have that carpet there already. I can imagine that carpet there within that frame, within that structure. But what about this full three-dimensional thing, which is also represent? Does it have any meaning at all if we have that first visualization from that onwards, when we see just a flat thing? It seems to be a bit contradictory, but actually it will also still show its relevance, which I will come to very quickly. The next letter is R, which is again into upon that two-dimensional thing that is on the as a flat carpet, and it has that kind of a vibration about. So you have a connection point, which also has a certain movement possible actually, where we connect ourselves to, and that's our carpet. So far I can imagine how it fits already just slightly to that carpet. Underneath of it is, of course, this is just a beginning, it's the car, and the carpet will be the difficulty of getting that into the car element. That car element should also respond to what will come forward for it, the carpet. So I still have difficulties, like where is this three-dimensional frame needed for? It's not needed at this point. The car itself you might still remember. So if I just have the car without anything that is not needed, I have this vibration which I follow. I direct it from the C, I direct it towards the middle point, and I direct it forward. I continue, so I have a continuation of movement possible as well, if possible, with the car alone of that direction. It's not necessary, but you could, if you would add a movement, it will actually make a continuation. As what concerns the carpet, we have to see, okay, what's the pet thing then doing? Let's design pet separately. I think I had that word before. And pet, just solely as a form, is that pressed thing, which gives us also a certain width actually and a range in which, yeah, there's a localization that will matter actually. This where the T is defined has a certain range which will be necessary to focus upon. So I have this pet, which actually accidentally in some language also means a hat, so you can recognize that hat form. But that hat form combined with this wave and a focus upon that wave, you almost do not see any relationship. But when I take the carpet again, I will make a possibility available to combine car with pet, which will make a sense in the end, because the carpet is not just a thing which has that its own, yeah, wave of performance. If you would move it, if you would sense how this material behaves as it, but it also is just not a flat thing. You can use this three-dimensional frame to focus upon it. Oh, but how do we add it somewhere? When you add it somewhere, it has like okay, I have these directions, this flat place, like the verticals that you see, that is the range of where the T is like, okay, I have this carpet and I move it to the ground somewhere. I move it to the ground somewhere so that I have it flat, and it will be flattened upon it. Actually, I don't think my design is so perfectly, but I can understand how it from the middle onwards. I put it on the floor also with that kind of vibration. It's still there, at least I can imagine that, how it's how I can imagine it, what it means. Thanks again for watching. Bye.